As we expected, the cure for cancer is expected to be tested within 1 to 2 weeks. A 70% chance of having the test become successful might change the world as we know it. What's that? I see. Breaking news. Scientists has discovered that uranium and antimatter can be mixed together to create one of the most dangerous bombs that we can ever make, but they confirmed that they are not going to make it unless it is very necessary. Is that it? In other news, President Quinn has stated that the Mexican border is going to be demolished within the next 3 weeks due to a truce with America and Mexico. To be
Warning, a breach has been detected in the east side of Sector 5. Evacuate immediately to Sector 7. Repeat, a breach has been detected in the east side of Sector 5. Evacuate immediately to Sector 7.
You heard the voice. Get to Sector 7. Fall back.
Sir, we have found targets. Rocket extraction.
Rocket for extraction outside of Sector 7. Governor behind.
Yes, sir.
You move outside now. What do you mean they are all captured? We need an immediate rescue team right now. I don't care if it takes 30 days to prepare. I order you to prepare and rescue team this instant.
Sir? Are you alright?
What? Sorry, what is it?
Do you think the Russians might be the cause of this?
Of course it's going to be the goddamn Russians. What do they want with our scientists?
Is it because they discovered that they can mix uranium and antimatter together without an immediate chain reaction?
In that case then we are in deep trouble, as the Russians might be planning on a bomb about it.
Do you think that they are maybe going to start a war with that missile?
That missile is worth more than what it's supposed to be. Of course they might start a war. We have to get it back whether we like it or not.
Sir, I know this is between the government and us, but the public needs to know about it too, sir.
That's going to start something, and it's just basically letting the Russians know that we are going to take it back. You know that, right?
Sir, we have to make it public or else that we might not find out about the Russians' plan.
Fine. Yeah, I would like an announcement in the emergency alert system. You can do that. Okay. Thank you.
Stand by. The President of the United States will be speaking shortly. Stand by. The President of the United States.
Good afternoon. This is President Quinn here. We have some disturbing news for America. Russia has captured one of our greatest scientists that would have found out that we can mix antimatter and uranium together, which we never wanted to actually make it, but Russia is planning on something something we don't want to begin with. That's right, we might get attacked, but don't worry, we are going to find out, and we are going to stop it. Before it might start a war, but even if there will be a war, we won't forget about our allies. That might help us finish it. We will stand our ground and we are going to find who is legit responsible for capturing our scientists. We will do our best to prevent a war.
That was the message from the President of the United States. All normal programming will return to their regularly scheduled program.
Okay, we all know why we are here today.
Well, maybe that's because you never fucking told us that Russians were going to start another damn war again.
Take it easy. We will figure this out.
Remember that time your country got bombed by the Americans twice?
Remember that time your country started the World War.
Alright, both of you stop your bickering this instant. Again, what Prime Minister Kato said, we are going to figure this out. I have issued a rescue team that is going to get the scientists back.
And what will happen if the operation failed?
Then, I'm afraid to say we might have to start a war. Now, I know this is probably a bad idea, but what choice do we have? Are we going to let Russia destroy us all with our own scientists? Nobody wants that to happen. In fact, nobody in the world, but Russia wants that to happen. So we are going to fight back, and take back what's ours. So, we have to go to war if this fails. Who's with me?
I am Adelheid Walter and agree to this operation and understand the retaliatory actions in case of failure to this plan.
I am J. Biamli, and approve of Mr. President's decision.
I am Oliver Miller, and pledge to join the fight alongside Mr. President and this sublime nation, if all doesn't work out.
I am Veronica, President of Mexico, and consent to this plan and any retaliatory action confirmed on behalf by President Queen.
I am Olivia Florence, President of Canada, and I fully approve of this proposition.
Alright, the sit-down has been finished. You all can head back to your countries.
Sir, the rescue team is ready.
Move it. We have important work today.
Sergeant?
President Quinn, we are just loading up.
I know. I want the scientists back within the next week. If this failed, we are going to start a war. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
But, now, I'll be watching. Oh, no. Looks like there is no other choice.
Yes, President Quinn.
We are going for war.
Почему ты так долго готовишь ракету?
Give it 3 more minutes, sir.
Он говорит, что это займет еще 3 минуты.
Тебе лучше закончить через 3 минуты, иначе я всажу пулю тебе в голову.
I'm trying my best, sir.
Homeland Security, open the fucking door. You have 10 seconds to open the door or you will be met with lethal force, no questions asked.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Давай.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Done.
1.
Put your fucking hands up. All clear.
Хей, вы, ребята, любите опаздывать?
No pulse, no breathing. All clear, sir. Wait, what the hell is happening?
Shit. The rocket. Send an immediate warning now.
Sir, yes, sir.
The cure for cancer has been successfully tested. This cure will be in hospitals within 2 months, as this can really change the world. What? What's that? What's going on? Oh no, we interrupt our programming. This is... No, I knew it. They weren't actually going to stop it. God.
We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. or his designated representative will be speaking shortly. Stand by. Stand by. The President of the United States or his designated representative will be
The following message has been given authorization to be given on all stations at the request of the President and the United States government. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. An attack warning has been declared in Washington, D.C. Yes, an attack warning has been declared in Washington, D.C. The North American Aerospace Defense Command has detected one missile heading towards the United States as we are speaking, which would have been confirmed of being from Russia. This bomb is named anti-uranium bomb, containing antimatter and radioactive materials in one bomb, and is set to impact in Washington, D.C. within 1 hour. All residents within a 700-mile radius are ordered to evacuate as soon as possible. If you don't evacuate, you are putting your life at risk of death. Nuclear bunkers cannot save you from antimatter. Again, nuclear bunkers cannot save you from antimatter. Antimatter is very dangerous and it can obliterate anything within its range, including nuclear bunkers. Once the missile has been impacted, radioactivity gets released into the air and will spread across Washington, D.C. Later, this will spread across the entire state of Washington. This is an extremely dangerous situation, as radioactivity can cause skin cancer and dangerous side effects. These side effects can cause, but are not limited to, skin problems, fatigue, dry mouth, nausea, diarrhea, and much more. All highway speed limits has been increased from 120 to 150 miles per hour in order to prevent immediate traffic jams. If you are in a traffic jam, you have the right to go off-road or be on the wrong side of the road. This has been a truly dark time for the United States, if not the world. We all had hope that we can stop this. We even thought that we could stop this. But we have failed. We have failed our Americans. We have failed ourselves. But most importantly, we have failed the United States of America. But no matter what, we can stop this. Even if we lose our greatest troops, even if we won't be able to save everyone, we are going to stop this, as we are the United States of America. God bless you all.
That was the message of the representative of the President. If you are not evacuating in your area, please do so now. You will not survive in a fallout shelter. Please evacuate now.
Programming has been discontinued in order to broadcast this message to every television and radio stations on the planet. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. Nuclear missiles has been launched all across the world. There are so many nuclear missiles launched they cannot